What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Twisted Tuesdays. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today, boy, I have a surprise for you. I told Z, I said, listen, I don't know. I'm gonna let you lead this conversation today because I do have a lot to say about the generations out there, how they be acting up and they know they should be doing this and that and the fourth. But I couldn't tell you which one was which. I couldn't. I didn't even know what my generation was until I was looking at it the other day. I was like, oh, that's what I am, Generation X. Okay, okay. So today's guest, y'all, is gonna be my sis from another mother, Z Smith, and better known as Poetically Sincere, spoken word artist. She's also been on the platform already before. So after her countdown, we're gonna talk about the different generations, how they be cutting up out here. So please welcome her back to the platform. What's up, Z?
Hey,
Thanks
hey,
so much
hey.
for agreeing to come and do a Twisted Tuesday. I was like, wait, I gotta, matter of fact, Shira was one was like, won't you ask Z to do a twist? I was like, you know what? I need to ask her. But I ain't expect you to pick that hard topic, the hardest topic on the list. I was like, yo,
We gotta
no
talk
fear.
about it. We
All
gotta
right, all
talk
right.
about it.
So
Because all the generations is on a different wave.
I'm gonna let you start it right on off, and I'm just gonna follow your lead.
All right, so let's start with my generation. I
All right,
don't
let's
know
go.
what generation I am, okay? I don't
How you
know
don't know
if
what
it's a
generation?
millennial
I think you're a
or
millennial.
am I a millennial?
Yeah, because I'm a Generation X.
Okay. All right, well, let's just go back a little bit, right? My generation, we had no phones. I got my first cell phone came when I was, I think, a teenager. I think that's when it really started hitting the cell phone things and Boost Mobile. That was a big thing then. You know what I'm saying? So all right, so we got that, and then what else? Man, the phone thing is just the biggest issue. You know
That's
what I
all
mean?
you had in your generation to talk about was the phone. Child, we had dial
I'm
up
gonna tell
internet.
you why. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Electronics have become such a huge part of this new generation's life, and the understanding that I'm getting is confused. I have no understanding of how this works because they can't even figure out how to play a game, how to make something up and have a little bit of fun. They
Sure.
got to go on Google, tell me how to have fun.
Nah, they
what
got
what
Chat
should I
GBT
do?
now.
Okay,
AI and
like
stuff.
I've never heard a child say so much in my life that they're bored. I'm bored. Mommy, I don't have nothing to do. I
So
didn't
did you
play
go
the
outside
game.
in your generation? Did you
I
did you
went
go outside?
outside. My
Oh, you ain't
generation, we
like
went
cheer.
outside. We played. We had fun. We found things. I made mud pies. Okay. A variety
Yes.
of a mud pie. I had
Yes.
fun. Let me
Yes.
see the music. Let's talk about the music.
You gonna hurt somebody's feelings about that one
I
because
don't mind.
they don't hear
I
me
don't
know
mind
about
because I was
about
just
the
talking about this.
90s.
I was just talking about this yesterday with my son. Well, actually, they always in my room. So
Oh,
my husband's playing the Oculus and the Oculus, the VR. You see what I'm saying? This is where
Lord.
we at.
See,
Anyways, he playing the Oculus, and on the Oculus, you can listen to YouTube and stuff, right? So he listening to the song "Murder, Murder, Kill, Kill."
what?
I'm this song right here. This is where I draw the line for my kids. Okay, I read the lyrics out loud to all of them because they don't know what they're listening to. They just singing
Nah.
it. They just singing it, and it's whatever. So I read the whole lyrics. Do you know this lyrics basically said that he don't mind going to kill an innocent bystander, even if this is how I perceived it. Even if you look at me wrong, me and my homies, we gonna shoot you. Like this is This is what our children are listening to. But me, I didn't listen to this.
Me either.
There was no murder, murder, kill, kill.
No, no,
Okay.
no, 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 no. Uh-uh.
There was
Clean
barely curse
music.
words in our music. They
Yes,
barely
yes.
even cussed. They didn't have to curse to make good music.
You don't. You
We didn't
don't.
have
You
to
really
have
don't.
women half dressed. And I'm talking about these women not even fully, they
Oh,
not even half dressed.
come on.
They a quarter away from being naked. Okay.
Not a
We didn't
quarter.
have to have that.
A quarter away from being naked.
for, for real.
Oh
For real.
man.
A
But you know
quarter
what
away from
though?
being naked. Like
I
this
think
is
I think like generations like my mom's generation, I think she was like baby boomers or before that, they had so much morals and respect and
respect.
integrity, and they taught their children the same thing. So when
Absolutely.
we grew up differently because we grew up believing different things. We grew up going to church, we grew up doing all types of
Hmm.
different things that children don't do now. Because now
Right, right.
you can go to church online now. You can just sit at a computer and listen to the sermon. You didn't have to go to the church now. But back then, we had to get up at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock on Sunday morning to go to church and Sunday school and stuff like that. So things
Right.
are just a whole lot differently now. Even
A
down
whole lot different.
to Z, when Christmas time comes, what you see? You see people outside riding bicycles, all types of not no more. They inside doing this right here on the game system.
Mhm. 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 Let me tell you what I did. I woke up this morning and I don't know what happened to me, but something happened. And I went in my living room and I snatched the Xbox cord and I put it in my bedroom. And I said, "Yeah, I ain't playing this today. You understand? Find something else to do. I'm so tired of
You see, you understand?
so tired of this game." And you know what? Let's go back though. You said the disrespect. Because we got to talk about the disrespect. You can't discipline these children.
No.
Okay. Why? Because they know how to call 911. They know how to call social service. Okay. These kids are not scared of you.
No.
If anything, at this point, parents are now becoming scared of their kids because I don't want to go to jail just for you up.
Child, back in the day, they had brooms, they threw shoes, anything they got their hands on, they beat your butt.
My grandma, my great grandma, I told y'all this before. My great grandma raised me. My great grandmother, she turned 101 years old yesterday. Okay.
Wow, but happy
Bless her,
birthday.
her soul. The best woman you will ever meet in the entire world. But I'm going to tell you this, she raised me to understand that life is not handed to you. Okay. Nothing you want in this life, you just gonna go, you're just gonna get it. It's not received like
Right.
that. Okay. She would discipline. My grandma old school boy. She gonna put you over her lap, put your pants down, give you old school whooping. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? She don't mind getting her bat, her belt. All right, you was catching these licks for
Okay.
real. You know what
Did you have to
else?
go outside and get your switch too? Because I had to go outside and pick my
No, no,
switch.
no. That's the beauty of New York. We
I
don't
had to
got
get
too many
mine, and
switches.
they
But
braid them
we can't
together and
wish you
wet them.
switch.
Child.
For real, but no, she did not. But she would do this though. She made us right.
Mm.
She made us right. It didn't matter what it was. I stole one time in my life. I stole. It's the dumbest thing I ever did. But I like cake mix and cake products and all that stuff. And I used to steal it and eat it. My grandma made me write. I stole $400 worth. She made me write 400 times. I will not steal.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna tell you this though, right? My children, this generation, I do it. Okay. I will make you write, and I'm not stopping at nobody's 400. My son got all the way to 1,000. I don't play with you. You
I
will
know
write,
that's right.
but the beauty in this is it helps their handwriting.
Hmm.
Okay, they got the most beautiful handwriting ever from writing, from being disciplined like that. Why I make you hold cans in the air,
Okay,
right?
my daughter like with an encyclopedia. Stand in the corner, hold these
Be-
four books till
I'm
you
gonna
get there.
get
I
these
say,
kids. in a way that is not abusive, it's
Mm-hmm.
not physically really going to harm you and
Mm-hmm.
hurt you, but it's definitely going to make you understand that I'm not to be played with,
Don't
you
play with me.
know? And I think that a lot of parents don't know how to discipline this generation, trying to do it the way that they was disciplined
It's
or
not
even the way
working.
their mama was disciplined. Yeah, it's not the same.
Kids built different. Kids they built
Very,
different. I don't
very.
know what I'm about to be facing with this little girl, but these kids are built different. They just different. Talking about calling 911, please. We had to make it to the phone. You had to
I'm
make it
gonna
to
tell
the
you, this
phone.
little girl came. This little girl came. This little girl went to my daughter's school. She came to my house one day, and I mean the most random thing ever. Cause I'm not one that invites little kids to my crib. Okay, so she just came to my house. It was, I think, like maybe 7 at night. School done. She knocks on the door. My daughter answers, and my daughter runs to my room. And she says, "Mommy, mommy, my friend is outside. She said that she needs somewhere to stay because she's scared to go home." And I'm like, scared to go home? Well, she can't stay here. Hell no. I don't want none of this. No
Hell no.
police at my door. I don't want social service here. I don't want to deal with none of this. Okay. So then she says, well, what do I tell her? I said, well, you're going to have to tell her to go back home for right now. Or I don't know. Do you have another friend you can call? But this is not the house for her.
This is not the house for her.
I'm real. I'm straightforward because I
What
don't want no
happened with what
parts in
happened
this.
to her?
So look, I'm gonna tell you. The little girl ends up and she ends up going to sleep on the bench at school.
Oh my
And
god.
then the next morning, she came back to my house. Now, when she came back the next morning, I'm fine. It's early in the morning. I'm not going to let you not use the bathroom. I'm not going to give you something to eat. You look like you need some water or
Mhm.
something. You've been out there all night. It's
Right.
cold.
Right.
All right. So then she comes inside and I explain to her. I say, you said your parents are abusing you, right?
Right.
Do you understand the difference between getting your ass whooped and being abused? Because
Right.
y'all don't know the difference.
I
And
know
y'all just
different.
out here screaming abuse, and nobody really harming you. So
Mm-hmm.
I said abuse, ass whooping, you get whooped maybe here and there. All right, cool. But when you get abused, you getting this every
Every
single
single
day.
day.
You don't know what time this going to happen. It could just happen 3, 4 times
Just
a
for
day.
nothing. Nothing.
Nothing.
You didn't do
I
nothing.
said, so which one are you receiving? She said, no, I'm getting abused. She said,
Mm.
they are beating on me. They hurting me. So I said,
Mhm.
well, listen to me. You got to go to school today. It was a Saturday. They do Saturday academy. So I'm like, you got
Mm.
to go to school today. When you get there, every teacher in that building is a mandated reporter.
Mhm.
Okay? If you are that scared to go home and that scared to be in their space, you go to school and you tell these
Tell
people,
somebody.
I need help. They have to help you. Okay. She
Mhm.
went to school. She said she didn't do it that Saturday, but she went that Monday and she told them, I need help. I really need help. The school took it in their hands and they helped the girl. Okay.
Wow.
The girl ended up going into foster care. She's not in North Carolina no more. She's somewhere else. But just the fact that these kids really have to understand the differences. You
Yes,
know, you can help yourself. That's fine. But know the difference. I told my grandma one day, I said she went to go hit me. And I said, I'm gonna call 911 on you. She said, well, call him. And she started getting
Really,
closer.
yeah,
I
yeah,
picked up
you.
that
That's
phone,
what
I
they
dialed
say.
the 9. She got closer, I dialed the 1.
You
Then
got
she
the
got just
one.
a tad more bit closer. I dialed the next one, but I hung up. Now, I didn't understand at that time that when you call the police on the house phone and you hang up, they're gonna come to your
They gonna
door.
call back.
Now they came.
Oh,
They ain't called. They came and they
oh
knocked
my
on my door. I thought we was fine. The day proceeded. They came and they said, "Is everything okay here?" So she called me. She said, Z, is
God.
everything okay in this house?" So I'm like, "Well, I hope from now on it is, because I don't want to have to make this call again."
Oh my God. Wow.
So
But
from
see, you know
there,
what? Them parents didn't care though. They didn't care. They want call 911 and they're gonna take care of you too. They're gonna get you up
Mhm.
out of here. That's what they're gonna do. They didn't care about that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah,
They
my
really
grandma was
didn't.
she was strict, but she wasn't strict. You know what I'm saying? She was like, "Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I'll put you in boot camp." They put the papers up on this J and they had it sitting there until I turned old enough to get up out of there. Okay? It didn't
Wow.
matter what came first, baby or 18. They
Wow.
held it there and they said, because I was disrespectful. I was disrespectful because I felt like you need to respect me. And it didn't
Mm.
matter who it was. You know what I'm saying? I want to tell you this, right? My grandma, when she was raised, my great grandmother, when she was raised, I read their book. And in the book, it tells you if you can dissect the words and you can dissect and understand what's going on, it tells you that my grandma was a black sheep,
Mm.
right? She was a black sheep. Her mom, she put my aunt on a pedestal because she went to college. She was a nurse. She did really good things in her child. She made good grades. She wasn't like my grandma, right? My grandma was rude. She didn't want to do all this stuff. Okay.
Mm.
Then my grandma then has her daughters, which is two girls too. And she does the same thing that her mom did to her daughters now. So now my grandmother, my mother's mother, is now the black sheep, right?
Wow.
Cycle goes on. And now my grandmother is now raising my mother, my uncle, and it swaps. My uncle then becomes, it's
The black
usually the
sheep.
older child, but now my uncle then becomes, the one on the pedestal, right?
Mm.
It's crazy. And then now, because my great grandma raised three generations, we the last. So
Wow.
now when she got to us, she did the same thing, but now I'm the black sheep. I'm her. I read myself in her book. You know what I'm saying? It
Wow.
don't matter what the times are, what we
Nope.
call our generation. It does not matter. We are them.
Them. Them.
They're trying, let me rephrase it, right? Because we're trying to change behaviors
Yep.
of ourselves inside of our children.
Yep. Those generational curses, they say.
We
Mm-hmm.
got to start looking at who we are as a person in order to understand how to correct the behaviors of our children.
Yep. Yep.
I know that I have an anger issue. Okay. I will curse you out at the drop of a dime. I
Mm.
don't mind. That is my personality. I have children, one of which who will do the absolute same,
Mm.
right?
Wow.
How do you discipline you? How do you discipline yourself?
Woo. That's
You see what
hard.
I'm saying?
That's hard, especially when it's a girl. That's
Especially when
hard.
it's a girl.
That's hard. Like, but
So I
they get worse. They say.
it does. It really do. It does. It does. It does. But I'm gonna tell you this, believe it or not, my daughter was the worst when she was younger.
Mm.
The worst came. The storm came. The storm came and it could have knocked me out. Right? I'm talking
Mm.
about a child that you just don't want in your presence because they don't listen, they scream, they cry, they hitting other kids, they doing stuff that just don't make sense. You got to call ambulance because you don't know why they bugging
Mm.
out like this at 5 and 6 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, the storm came. And I didn't know how to discipline that. I ain't know what to do. Do I whoop her? Do I not?
Yeah.
Do I because I wasn't like this for my grandma. So
Right.
now here
Right.
I am trying to figure out this generation by myself because I wasn't this person.
Right.
I don't know
Right.
how to.
It's different. But you know what? I used to say, I ain't gonna beat my kids. I used to say, I ain't gonna beat my kids. And I ain't get that many beatings, but I didn't like beatings. So I ain't beating my kids. Honey, that changed soon as I became a mother.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Flew
realized
right
that
out the
they
window.
were different. They not like me. I gotta beat. I gotta lay hands on them for them to
Mm-hmm.
listen. But
Mm-hmm.
they get worse and worse. Like my grandson. My grandson is so smart. Lord have mercy. I swear he been here before. Like he already know that I'm gonna tell him to stop before I open my mouth. But see, that's
Mm-hmm.
how my mama was. My mama can look at me. and I'd be like, I sit back because I know that what's coming next is not going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
So I can just, they was like, how you do that? I was like, I don't know, but I can look at him and he'll sense my energy and he'll walk right away and don't do what he was gonna do because I just looked at him. But them, he'll try his parents, but he won't try me. I can just raise my hand
Mm-hmm.
and he'll stop. I don't have to say nothing. Well, how you do that? I said, I don't know. I guess he just have a certain respect for me, but y'all
Right.
have to discipline him to y'all in y'all individually ways. You have to learn him for one, and you
Mm-hmm.
have to figure out how to discipline him based off the
Mm-hmm.
things that he does. He knows what he's doing. He knows it's wrong, but he gonna try you.
Right. Right.
Gonna try
Right.
you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And they have a field day trying you too. It's the
Oh
funniest
my
thing.
god.
It's
Oh
the
my
funniest
god.
thing. But in their defense, right? My kids, right? I didn't know that these children had ADHD, right? I didn't understand this. This is why they different from me. I don't have this mental health disorder. I'm not to be funny, but I'm regular. So now I don't know nothing about this. I've never even been around somebody who has this type of issue. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know why they can't sit down. I don't know why they moving all around. I just want them to chill, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is
And see,
when
some of them
you,
have
like you
mild,
said,
some of them are mild, and some of them are not. Cause my daughter had it, but my daughter,
right.
she was like kind of like in between. She was that student that would finish her work before everybody else did, and then now she don't have nothing to do. So now she got to find everything in the world to do
Mm-hmm.
to keep busy until something else happened. So it was bad. They had to give her something to keep her busy, otherwise she would act out.
Right. And speaking on that, you want to talk about generational stuff? Back then, because I was scared to put my children on medication. Because back then, medication was what? Ritalin. And it's making you sit there and look dumb and you just can't get your life together, right? So I'm fearful.
Mhm.
I'm like, I'm not putting them on no drugs. You're
Right.
not about to have my kids drooling somewhere in school. No.
But I ain't gonna lie, I tried
But
it. I tried it, and that put them on medication didn't work.
I'm gonna tell you something, right? The way times change is crazy. They have a test that tests your DNA or something inside of you, and it tells them which medications will work best with your body, so that you can be okay.
Oh
The
no,
best
that's
thing they ever
scary.
created, because I'm gonna tell you for real, the medication my son is on right now, he is very much himself. His personality is very much his, but he's just calm. He
But
can
that
focus.
calm is scary though. I'm telling you, sometimes that calm is scary because it calmed my daughter all the way.
No, no, don't calm him all the way down.
And she just literally just be zombie out. Like
Yeah, I know.
I ain't like that. I ain't like that. Like who
Yeah,
are you?
nah, this is good. The calm is calm enough for them not to get angry. That kind of calm. You know what I'm saying? Calm enough for them not get frustrated. So his frustration off medication would be literally the boy done damn near tried to take his own, you know what I'm saying? Life. Like that's his frustration level. But
Oh,
now the medication puts him to a point where he can just be like, all right, this made me mad. I'm gonna just go sit over here and calm down and I'll
shit.
be back. You see what I'm saying? And
Right.
yeah, it is different levels to this. So my daughter, now her ADHD is borderline. So
Right.
she went from taking medication and going to a therapist and all of that to having nothing. She
Mm.
don't need medication no more. She don't need a therapist no more. She's literally learned how to channel it herself.
Myself. That's good
You
though.
know,
That's good because
right?
they
And
say once they become adults, it gets worse if you
worse,
don't kind of like
yeah.
get it in control before then. Because now you out here in the society, people don't care about all that. They don't. They're not gonna think
No,
about all that. They just ready to
you know.
throw them in jail. Do what you got to do. They don't care
Hmm.
no more.
You know.
So that's good. That's good. It's
Right,
controllable now.
right. And the thing is, back then, a lot of people don't understand or didn't understand this stuff. So you can't just go get somebody some,
Nope.
help. You
Nope.
know,
They didn't believe in it. It's not,
Right.
it was, yeah, they didn't understand it, but they didn't believe in that kind of stuff. They didn't believe in therapy, they didn't believe in a lot of different things. Why go to doctor? Don't believe that doctor. You got
Hmm.
Jesus, and that's all you need. So, a lot of times they just didn't believe in that kind of stuff, or thought about that kind of stuff to take your child to the doctor and get them tested for ADD. So
Right. So I'm gonna say
generations
this
different.
about this generation. I want to say this, right? This new generation is different. They're soft.
Hmm.
Okay. They have
Hmm.
no sense of mental strength. And I'm not being funny. I'm so serious. They are so soft. The world is making them soft. Okay. These kids, you
Yes.
can't whoop them. This is the era of communication. Okay. Talk to your children. Serious. It will work. You got to listen to them, though. When you talk, you listen. Don't just talk and think that these humans don't have feelings and emotions and don't want to be heard, because then you got a child that's lashing out and acting
Yes.
crazy. And then when you
Yes.
go to try to whoop them, they're going to lash out 10 times worse because they're not you and they're not scared
Hmm.
of you the way you were your parent. All right. So
Okay.
we got to take this back a little bit and start talking to your child. Understand why they're lashing out. Ask them why. Let them know that you are their supporter.
Hmm.
Because this generation too, they see things on TV. They get so used to being with their friends. Everything is not surrounded around whatever a parent is teaching their child no more. We just we just talking. We
Talk.
blabbering. Nothing that we saying matters.
Nope.
Okay? So, if you want your child to hear you, I match energy. I be in here like, "Yo, bro, you good?" Okay? Because on the dead homies, you making me mad. That's how they understand.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they don't understand no other way. You can't just sit down and be like, "Hey, you guys, you guys are you guys are upsetting me." No, this
Nah, they
generation
better
don't
not.
get it. They don't. They're gonna laugh at you. Okay, be stern. Okay, but also listen.
Mhm,
The whole point of this is to listen. These kids want to be
mhm.
heard. They want to
Yeah,
be heard so bad. And it don't even got to be, they might just want to tell you that they put the book away. At 16 years old, they want to come to you and they want to say, "Mom, I put my book away today." Okay? And they just want to be heard.
that's
Just say,
it.
"Okay, baby. It's okay. I'm glad. Thank you for doing it."
That's it. But I come from a generation where like just be seen, don't be heard. So it's different now. Like these kids really do want to express themselves. But then
Mm-hmm.
that's now I think is when the village is needed.
Yeah,
Now we
right.
need the village to come together and help with these kids because
Right.
then we had the villages, we had the church, we had the
Right.
school. Everybody was on the same page for the purposes of making sure that you were in the right place and did the right things. But now
Mm-hmm.
parents get so upset with each other. If somebody try to check their child, they ready to fight. So you can't even have the village no more because the parents themselves can't get themselves together so the
No.
village can help.
Right. And that's horrible. That is so horrible. And I agree with you, the village, right? Because then, yes, I had a village. I had my great grandma, I had school teachers, I had my cousins, my uncle, I
Mhm.
had a whole stationary of people,
Yes.
right? But
Yes.
then I had my children, I have nobody. Where's the village? Where are you people? Where's
Mm.
everybody that chose to raise me and mind my little business?
Mind my little business.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
I did have somewhat of a village with my kids. I did. I had a little bit of village then because I still had my mom. I had my mom and I had the church. And I
Mm-hmm.
did have the school because 9 out of 10 times in the school, the educators went to church with me.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of had a village with them. But that grandbaby probably won't have that village because everybody dead now. The ones that really
And two,
cared.
the way family is set up, right? As times change, generations change,
Hmm.
dynamics change.
Hmm.
My grandma was one that wants family all together. We need to
Yes.
eat together, okay? We
Yes.
need to have Thanksgiving, Christmas together. That's what we and be merry, okay? That's what we need to do. She started getting older. Somebody's supposed to take the reign. I feel maybe her daughter, but her daughter, she can't cook. First off, it's
Oh
not gonna
Lord.
work. Okay, but she's not even into the whole. You have some people that's fake about it, and they seem to want the family together, but have no idea how to do this.
Right.
Okay. And then you got, okay, maybe my mom, but my mom, she's so screwed up in her head somewhere with this man, she can't get it to. I mean, you just see how it's just trickling on
Right.
down, right?
You have to carry
And
it
then
on. You have to carry the tradition.
you got me that's like, oh nah, nah, family in this house, movie night every Saturday night. Okay. We gonna eat together in this kitchen. We gonna do all this. We gonna have Easter egg hunts. I'm gonna provide all of this. So when you guys have children, your children, this is gonna keep going. We're gonna bring this back.
Yes.
We can't do
Yes.
this. I don't like the disconnect. And before I allow my children to get as disconnected as my family is, somewhere has to start.
Right.
Somebody got to start this chain, you
It's
know?
gonna have to be you. It's gonna have to be
Right.
you and let it trickle down.
So I don't know. I just feel like yes, this village, the villages, but the villages are tainted now. Sexy Red and what's the other ones?
Child.
Glorilla and at first it was Cardi B, but then she, she got a little classy. Sister and grew up a little bit, and it's still kind
Mm-hmm.
of bad and nasty, but she ain't like too red. But the other one, Sexy Red, she is making
Child.
our little girls just
No examples out there. There's no
out here.
examples. That's the
You
sad
see
part.
me say a quarter of dress. They don't have no morals. There's no principle. There's
But there's nothing on
no
TV that
class.
showed them that either.
Nothing. You right. You right. They parents showed them.
Yeah. We
They
had
parents
with
showed
the
them because
Cosby Show.
when they
The,
parents was growing up, you got to think back. Back then there was pimps and prostitutes and hoes and all of this. That's what those older folks grew up with.
right.
So we don't know who was a pimp or a prostitute, and they kids done seen them pimping and prostituting. But now it's just such an open thing. Why I could just exploit myself. It's fine.
Exactly. It's fine. That's the sad part about it. It's fine.
Yeah, I could exploit myself. Let me show all these little girls how to exploit themselves too. Even the guys, these little boys out here, they exploiting themselves too. These kids is dumb. Y'all out here
They'll try
because we didn't
anything.
do this stuff.
They'll try
We didn't
anything.
think to make cause a problem and then tell on ourselves.
Nope.
Y'all
Nope.
out here shooting people and then you gonna run, talk about it. You just snitched
Might
on
as well just
yourself.
turn yourself in. Turn
Like
yourself
we
in.
didn't do this stuff. We didn't. If we fought you and we was gone. You
Done.
didn't know that
Done.
was it.
No
Like
beef
that's
after that.
it. And we fought with our hands too, people. We didn't fight with. We fought real fair. All right,
Yes.
you took your loss, and that was that.
That was
These
that.
kids nowadays, you can't even look at them wrong. You heard me? Murder, murder, kill, kill. They out here.
Not only that, if they lose the fight, they going back to kill you.
Oh yeah,
They gonna
they oh
retaliate.
yeah, they coming back for you. They
They coming
coming.
back. They
They
coming
coming
back.
strong too. I'm so this is crazy. I'm so
It's the world
baffled.
we
And then
live
the
in.
kids don't even know nothing. I asked my son the other day, I, I said, how many countries is in the United States? Do you know he sat here?
Don't tell me. Don't tell. What did he
he,
say?
he said, is New York one?
Oh my god.
What are we doing?
He said, "What are we doing?"
What? But you know how to play a video game?
He said, "What are we doing?"
What's happening? What are y'all teaching these kids in school that they don't even know? They don't even know the 44th president.
The thing about it, they put all the pressure on these teachers now, more so as the teaching style is different now. Because now they make these teachers have these lesson plans they got to finish in 2 weeks and rush through
Yeah.
this stuff. And now, you might have a child that can't retain the information that swiftly, and now they left behind, literally left behind because now they own to something else. So it's
Mm-hmm.
not about the teachers teaching things, it's they have to move so fast to teach it.
And it's not just about the teachers teaching, it's about the parents being on top of these kids and the
That's
teachers.
the-
Okay?
there you go.
You
Because when you
can't
came
play with
home,
no
what happened?
teacher.
What happened when you came home from school, Z? When you came home from school, what happened with your parents? What you had to do when you first thing you had to do when you get home?
My homework. Okay?
No,
There
I
was
had to
no
take them school clothes off
outside.
first though. I didn't do that homework. Had to take the school
I
clothes
didn't
off.
wear uniform. So
No, I ain't wear uniforms
Yes.
either, but she told me them was my good clothes. I had to take them off. Girl, no, I had play clothes. I
Yeah,
had play
no.
clothes.
I I just had to do my homework. She was big on do your homework. I'm not playing with you. Okay? And that's that. That's that.
Child.
But it's the same thing in my household. When you come home, I, I'm whooping ass. I'm not playing with you. Okay? I got a cork board in a hallway. And one of the things on a cork board says A's and B's is fine with me. But a C is a maybe. If you get a D and an F, you just a dummy.
Mm,
There's no reason for that.
it really ain't.
There's no reason for that. I feel like I'm here to help you. I'm your assistance, and if I don't know it, you guys like the internet.
Okay.
Go
The
on
internet.
Google. She's your friend. If you got an iPhone, hey Siri. She's your friend.
Hey
Use it.
Alexa. Ca-
Right?
Call
Hey
AI.
Lex,
Like
come
it's
on
too
now.
much out there.
It's no reason
It's
why
too
we
much
dumb.
out there.
It's no reason why kids don't know. My son said he don't know how to do multiplication. I didn't
I
know
know
that.
multiplication.
I didn't know that because he's doing it in his head, but he's not actually doing it.
Oh, he good with
So he can
numbers.
give you the answer to any multiple question, any multiplication question you ask. But when I asked him a simple number, and I'm like, why are you taking so long? If you could just give me the answer. I mean, it's a simple math. He said, no, I don't do it like that. I don't know how to do it like that. He said, I gotta. So, for instance, if it's 6 times 7, he's going to count 6 plus 6 plus 6 7 times. Okay. And get the
Mm.
answer. That's a lot of math, but he breaking it on down like that all in his head. He ain't got no
Whoa.
paper, no pencil. It's in his head.
Good with numbers. He good with numbers.
Phenomenal. Okay. But don't know nothing else. Don't
Smoking.
know nothing else. I asked him, I said, what's a quarter? What's a quarter after 7?
What he say?
7:25. I said no. Well, because a quarter is 25 cents. Like,
Who
why
told
are they
him
not?
that?
I don't know. But this is what I'm
Lord.
saying. Because in school, when I went to school, they taught me time.
Right.
I
Right. But
learned
see, they don't
time.
teach you everything like they used to teach us in school because they don't teach
Exactly.
cursive
They don't even
writing.
teach them how to
They
write
don't do it.
cursive.
No, they don't teach a lot of things no more. So we can't blame the kids to a degree because they're not even getting it no more. None of that
I'm
teaching.
not mad at them. I'm mad at the fact that y'all going to school and the curriculum is changing up so much that it's making you guys dumb. It's not helping y'all. Y'all not everything that they learning is not going to be beneficial to their
Nope.
future life.
Nope.
Okay. And
Nope.
so you got me. I'm not a licensed teacher, but I feel like at this point I have to teach you all that I have learned
You
as
have
a
to.
child to make sure that you are sufficient in this world and not no dummy child in this, because that's going to be crazy.
That's called great parenting. That's how it works. That's how it works. Your children have to get it from school. You have to get it from home. You have to get it from everywhere. That's why it's called the village.
And
The
that's why when
village
they
gonna
do
teach, gonna
stuff,
fill in the gaps.
and that's why when they do stuff and they don't follow directions and you need to discipline them, you make them write 1,000 times. Make them write it in cursive
Oh,
a
miss them
hundred
days, but
times.
them was some good days though. Like you learned when you wrote it. You did learn the lesson.
Because you don't want that hand to hurt no more.
No.
And then you
That's
gotta go to school and do work too. Yeah, that goes crazy. You don't want
okay.
that.
Okay.
So, and she made us write for everything. I'm talking about if you didn't even wash the dishes. Say
Oh
you didn't
Lord.
wash the dishes the night before. She's making you, I will wash the dishes on my day. She's not playing. And you got to write it 200 times. But she was nice. She give you, like, if you do something randomly, like say you just vacuum. She's like, oh, you could take 25 off. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to keep trying to do stuff, getting in her good side a little bit. But I really did write like the $400 because she had to pay that. She won't take it
Mm.
nothing no
I
more.
wouldn't took
I had
nothing
to
off
pay
that either.
$400.
You'd
You
wrote
gonna
all
write
that.
this for?
Yes, sir. You that hand would have been hurt until it fell off. You was
Oh,
gonna write that.
I thought it was gonna fall off. And she was like this too. She's like, don't write, because you know a lot of kids like to write I, will. She didn't like that. Don't do that. You write it straight
Straight
across, and
across.
you keep
Straight
on going.
sentence. Keep on going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She did not play.
Grandma ain't play with you. She
No,
didn't
she
play
didn't
with you.
play. She did not play. And I don't play. I don't play. This is the beauty again of old school raising. Because I'm
Mm-hmm.
I'm I'm hip to what they got going on now, right?
Been there, done that. They don't
I'm hip.
understand that. Been there,
I
done that.
know
They don't
what
think
y'all
we know
got going.
nothing.
No. And I'm gonna tell you this. Me and my youngest sister, we're 8 years apart. Okay. We were not raised together. My mother raised her.
Mm.
My mother raised her, and she has no sense of class.
Oh,
You know, she made, I'm gonna tell you
regular.
this lie she made up. Cause my grandma would, I could have never gotten away with what she made up. One
Uh-oh.
day my mom told her to come home 7 p.m. Don't be late. I'm not playing. The way she said it was a joke in itself, okay? 7 p.m. comes, 9 p.m. comes, 11 p.m. comes, 12 a.m. comes, 12 a.m. comes. My mother's calling the police talking about my daughter's not here. Okay. Police said, well, there's nothing we could do. It's not 24 hours. Okay. So then
Mhm.
my mother goes outside. She's standing outside. She's just looking around, looking around. But then her back is turned. So as her back is turned, here come my little sister running and oh my God, oh my God. They tried to, two guys pulled me in the truck and they tried to rape me. I said, Ma, you seen the truck? Did you see the van? Did you hear a van? Any type of smoke
No.
coming from a van? She did good though. The theatrics was amazing. She ripped her spaghetti strap. Okay, she had her pants a little ruffled. This was amazing.
So she,
I
but it didn't happen.
No, it really didn't happen. She lied. There was no van. She came from somewhere.
It was just late.
Even as an adult, she finally done said, I lied. I ain't get raped. I ain't want to get in trouble. I
Um,
know that.
what if y'all have been looking for somebody and somebody went down for that, and their whole
This is
life
what
would have
I'm
been
saying.
taken?
My mother said, let's call the police. She said, no, 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 don't call the police. I said, why? If you said somebody tried to, and how did you get away? You said it was two guys. That means
Hmm.
one had you pinned down and the other one could have been on top of you. How did you get? Ma, you're not thinking about none of this?
None of that.
Are you a
None,
dummy, Mom? What
none of
generation
it.
was you raised in that you can't untangle what she got going on? Because this is
And
all confusing.
child, this, whew, we got to come back for a part two on this one because this right here, this one's hot because there's some more to say on this one right here. So you know what time it is. This is when I put you in the spotlight. So I'm gonna do the countdown, let everybody know about your book, your poetry, everything you have coming up in 2025 that you care to share, and how to follow you too. So I'm gonna do your countdown. When you come back, I'm gonna give you the platform.
Hey, y'all. So let me start by you can catch me on TikTok, Poetically Syncere, Instagram, Sincere Z. And my book, it was supposed to come out yesterday, but a little technical difficulty. So February 1st, okay, you can get my book on Amazon. It is called Her Sincerest Story. It's all about a sincere woman who has been through the most craziest things in life. And I'm quite sure this story can be your story. It can help you in many ways. Um, I'm a poet. I'm a mom. I am just a phenomenal woman. And that's what I got for you guys.
She said, I'm a poet. I'm a mother. She is phenomenal, y'all. She got a story. Y'all got to swing back and look at her several episodes out there about her story and how strong she is and how resilient. And she's still standing, y'all.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming and supporting me. I hope that we can get back on this panel again for part 2 because, honey, we ain't talk about the dial-up internet. We ain't talk about the minutes but free before 9. We ain't talk about none
Oh
of
yeah,
that
we
stuff
gotta
we
get
could have been
yeah.
talking about.
You right.
That's the good
You right.
stuff.
You are
So we
absolutely right.
definitely have to do a part 2 and talk about that, how spoiled this generation is because they really don't know. They really
You
don't.
right. I'm writing it down right here because
Yeah, write that down for me just in case I forget it because I'm telling you, they really don't know how good they got it. For real. Dial up to Wi-Fi. Okay, let's talk
Yes.
about it. But thank you always for coming and supporting me. I cannot wait to get that book. You
Yes.
did
Yes.
it.
Yes.
I'm so
February
excited for
1st.
you. Congratulations. Let's get it. That's
Thank
just the
you.
beginning. That's just the
Yes.
beginning. Got to put
Yes, it
another one
is.
out.
Oh, I'm
All
working
right.
on it.
And thank you, everybody that's tuning into this amazing episode. Thank you for tuning in to another Twisted Tuesdays. Please, please follow her journey as a poet. She's powerful, y'all. I'm telling you, you got to swing back and look at the episode so you can hear some of that powerful poetry that she recited. She recited poetry on her episode. So, yeah, I'm just going to give that little snippet. So, next time, we're coming back. We're going to talk about all this other stuff that we missed out because it's a lot. Generation now is spoiled. I'm sorry, you just spoiled. You don't really know what life is about. You're just out here living it and hoping somebody would just continue to spoil you. Because we came from an era where our parents didn't play. They didn't play. I know my mom didn't play. My mom didn't play. A lot of things I couldn't do and shouldn't do and just couldn't do now to this day. As an adult, I bet I won't do a certain. I wouldn't go around my mom and do a lot of things. So tune in for the last Tuesday of the month for a Twisted Tuesday. And I hope that you have a great day. Stay strong, stay inspired, and we in it to win it later.
So, one of the things that I didn't understand then, but I understand now, is you will understand it more by and by. And for me, that means you will understand it as you grow, as life starts life. And the thing that you will understand is the importance of having a relationship with God, the importance of peace of mind, the importance of isolating yourself, the importance of community, and the importance of having good people around you because just like children, adults need villages too.
But you know what? That's the same thing as by and by is the same thing as keep living. I mean, I'm like my mom used to say that all the time. I'm gonna keep living. What you? I want to. I want to keep living. What you? Thanks for tuning in to another Twisted Tuesdays. Join me on the last Tuesday of the month at 6 p.m. See you then.